Let's start with the Steelers, the third team in NFL history to come into the playoffs on a 4-game losing streak. What are you seeing out of this offense and where the previous offense has disappeared from? What can you say about it?
Well, I think the biggest thing is, we can go all the way back for me is, watching Russell Wilson play in Seattle and how great he was in Seattle, moving to Denver and having to become, or I think he wanted to become, and I think Denver wanted him to become more of a drop back passer, see the field, dissect the defense, get the ball out on time. I think what we saw in that experiment is that's not who Russell Wilson is. That's not his strength. So, okay, now he goes to Pittsburgh. And for a while, it looks really, really good in Pittsburgh. But if you go back and dissect what he was doing most of the time offensively in Pittsburgh when they were having success, it was more about checkdowns and big plays. Checkdowns and big plays. And so the key for their offense is about getting those big plays. Now, they went through a stretch here without George Pickens, who's their biggest playmaker down the field. But I think when you see this offense without those big plays, that's what we've seen over the last 4 weeks. We've seen a team that struggles to move the football. If you can really pin your ears back and go after the run game and you say, who's going to beat us on the outside? How are you going to beat us on the outside? Because Russell's forte is not, let's just have a really good intermediate passing game and we'll just boom, 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 and I'll pick you apart and I'll see that's not who he is. And so they're so built on getting that big play and shortening drives for themselves that when they don't have them, I don't know what they can really hang their hat on. And I don't know how they hold up against the best teams in the league. Now, they played Cincinnati earlier in the year and scored 44 points. And you saw Russell Wilson getting big play after big play after big play. But that was really the only game that I've seen where they've really been able to establish a consistent passing game all year long. And a lot of them, again, were big plays. It wasn't about, Russell Wilson dissecting another team. And so that, to me, is going to be paramount against, Baltimore. Is don't give up the big play. Force the Steelers to work the field. Force Russell Wilson to make play after play, read after read, right decision after right decision to beat you because, they just haven't done it very well. And again, not just on Russell. I don't know if they've got like a George Pickens. As good as he is in the big play area in the 50-50 ball, he's not the most consistent route runner. And he's not the most consistent at being in the right spot, or we saw last week, making every catch that he needs to make in other areas. And so the offense as a whole, I don't think is built on that idea of we're really efficient, we're really pinned down on the details, and we're going to be good no matter what you force us to do. They hang a lot on that big play, and when they don't get it, they really struggle.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.